There was a time when mobile gaming was equated to playing Snake on your old Nokia 1100. But since then, gaming on the go has come a long way. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the best games that launched in the last decade. Hey guys, this is Anathan from C4Tech and let's roll down memory lane. The first game on the list is Fruit Ninja. The game came out way back in 2010, around April. This was a stress buster that had amazing audio and graphics for its time. The rules were pretty simple. Swipe on your screen to slice falling fruits and try not to hit bombs. I remember playing this game for hours on end and trying to get the maximum number of combo hits. This was incredibly fun to play and was frankly a time killer with no real objective or storyline. Next, we have Minecraft Mobile, which launched in August of 2011. The PC version of Minecraft is still this day one of the most played games. This is an open world building sandbox style game that had two modes, survival and creative. You could sink hours and hours into this game without boredom or guilt. This game is incredibly popular among kids even today. We have a free trial version and a fully feature packed version for 650 rupees. A tad pricey, but worth the money if you are a fan of strategy and open world games. Moving on to the year 2012, let's take a look at Clash of Clans, one of the biggest release of its time and is still highly popular game. Although it's filled with sweaty people who have dropped a lot of cash on in-app purchases, no offense if you're one. Having said that, this is a strategy game where one gets to build a base and raid other people's bases or villages. Trust me, it's incredibly fun to play and has clans where there is an added social aspect of playing with others on your team. One of the main issues and irritation with this game was the fact that you had build times up to 18 days, and another one is that you would actually lose resources when you get attacked, thereby setting you back when you are not active or are kind of busy. Kinda takes the fun out of it, doesn't it? The choice for 2013 is kind of a weird one. Flappy Bird. Oh, the game is awesome. It was just very, very, very addictive. So addictive that people started missing work and not sleeping. The developer pulled the game from the App Store because of this. Like, imagine the developer pulled the game from the App Store because it was so addictive. The game basically involved threading your flapping bird through a series of obstacles. The bird was designed to be dropping down without you controlling it. So basically, all you had to do was tap the screen to keep the bird afloat. Seems pretty easy, right? But it was not easy, it was pretty hard to play. Hence, the game has had a massive number of downloads ever since it released during May of 2013. Since then, there have been a ton of similar games, but none of them had the same buzz as the OG Flappy Bird. For the year 2014, our pick is Vainglory. This is a MOBA with top tier graphics and gameplay. So much so that a bunch of esports company had tournaments in it. Like the esport game around it was really popular. Like even today, it's kind of popular. Even Apple showcased this game during one of their iPhone releases. Leave us a comment down below if you remember which iPhone I'm talking about. This was soon a super popular game where five people could team up and go battle another team of five guys. This made for a lot of fun and competitive gameplay. This was one of the very first games that had what it takes to be played on LAN between friends. In my honest opinion, this was very similar to Dota and probably that's why it got just famous. If you guys haven't tried this one, we definitely recommend this. Altos Adventure is our game of choice for 2015. This is rather a simple game. Basically, there is a dude on a skateboard that keeps endlessly moving forward. You can perform jumps and flips to avoid obstacles and collect coins. This just sounds like every other endless runner out there. So, why is this one special? It is because of the audio track in the game. It's just mesmerizing, so tranquil and calming. I really enjoyed this game back in the day and still do play this from time to time. Other than this, the graphics of the game, just like the audio, is designed to be calming and zen. If you are working a stressful job like me, this game could be a good way to unwind. The music alone is worth a look in my honest opinion. Pokemon Go has got to be one of the biggest releases and names ever. This game took the world by storm and everyone was amped about this game. Pokemon Go was one of the very first of its genre that combined physical activity and augmented reality. As the game was set in the real world, you also get the added joy of collecting rare Pokemon. Like I said, you had to move around the real world where you can find Pokemon, Pokestops, and even gyms where you can train your Pokemon. Okay, this is a true story. I once had a friend of mine tell me that he couldn't come out with us because he needed to get the Pokemon to the gym. There were also other adverse effects like people walking into walls, posts, and even other people. There are also reports of rich folks hiring other people to play for them, walking around collecting Pokemon. We even had 1v1 battles that were fun to play if you had sufficiently leveled up Pokemon. Since its release in 2016, this has been a fan favorite, although these days the game is in kind of a limbo for obvious reasons, but not fully dead. 2017 was an year that saw a lot of brilliant games. This was a tough choice because this was the year where PUBG, Free Fire, and Fortnite released on Android. We, however, chose to go with the controversial PUBG for our pick. This is a game we have sunk a lot of money, time, and even effort into it. This is an FPS game that has nailed the weapon mechanics, and to this day, it's the gold standard in that regard. This was backed by good developers that kept the game fresh with new maps and game modes. The Battle Royale mode forms the heart of the game and is frankly my favorite implementation till date. 100 people jump off a plane onto a largish map and the last man standing wins. But it is a lot harder than it sounds. But it is also incredibly fun to play. This game, however, was marred with controversy as it had ties to a Chinese developer and ended up getting banned in India, much to the sadness of all the players. However, in 2021, we had a repacked PUBG just for India called Battlegrounds Mobile India. We move on from one smashing hit to another with Among Us being our choice for 2018. This game has simple graphics, but the actual concept and gameplay are pretty awesome. Adults and kids alike took this game with gusto and sank hours and hours of their lives. We at C4Tech also love to play this game and often play during our free time. Fun fact, I always win cause to win this game you need to lie. And I am kind of an expert on it. Just saying. Basically, it's an online multiplayer social deduction game where you either play as an imposter or a crewmate. Where the crewmate's job is to complete all tasks or kick out the imposters through voting, and the imposter's task is to kill crewmates and sabotage them to prevent them from finishing the task. Basically, Mafia. The penultimate game on the list is my favorite, Call of Duty Mobile. We have been playing this since it was in beta. This game, hands down, has some of the very best in terms of graphics, gameplay mechanics, and weapon assortments. We have everything from SMGs to shotguns, tanks to choppers, and for the love of God, we can also go invisible. Personally, I am a fan of Battle Royale in this game. Although it is only a single map, like no one talks about Alcatraz, it's a super amazing experience, and without proper strategy, it is impossible to win a game. This game is faster paced than PUBG and has more elements in the gameplay with specialized classes like Trickster, Ninja, and Revive. This is a game where skill is rewarded and there is no pay to win elements outside of special skins that will give you better iron sights. So if you are strapped for cash, this is a game you should be looking for. Although we all have erased 2020 from our minds with all the COVID lockdown and general misery, we would be remiss if we don't say a few words about our 2020 choice, Genshin Impact. This is to this day one of our test titles to check if a smartphone can handle intense graphics. So this is an open world game with a lot of fun elements. The fighting is tasteful and the movements are almost console grade. I know I already said this before, but the graphics are to die for. Unless you have a decent device, don't even bother downloading this game. Although this is fairly new, we are confident that this will make into the games of the decade in another 10 years. That is, if C4Tech and Android survive. One way you can ensure we survive is by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. With that shameless plug, we get to the end of this video. We hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, this is Anathan from C4Tech signing off. Ciao. However, in 2021, we had a repacked PUBG. PUBG.